During both the Bush years and the Obama years, many people who did not like either of those presidents often compared them to Adolf Hitler. And since Trump was elected, there have been a lot of comparisons between Donald Trump and Adolf Hitler, a lot of them just kind of fluffy nonsense for the most part. However, during his address to a joint session of Congress last night, Donald Trump laid out a plan that was literally ripped from the playbook of Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany. This plan is to create a database called VOICE, V-O-I-C-E, that's going to track all crimes in the United States committed only by immigrants. It will be a database that the public can access so they can go in there and see for themselves just how horrible those nasty immigrants really are. Well, as it turns out, Adolf Hitler did the exact same thing in Germany with Jewish people. They would publish the names, faces, and crimes of Jewish people in Germany in order to get the public to hate them. And that is the goal of Donald Trump's VOICE program. He wants people in the United States to hate immigrants. He wants to paint all of them as criminals, as rapists, as murderers, just like he did on the campaign trail. Except now he actually has the power to do something, and that's terrifying. We are seeing too many parallels right now in the United States between Nazi Germany and Donald Trump. He is literally following their methods here in the United States in the year 2017. And very few people are speaking up. I mean, there is very little coverage of this VOICE program today. Most of it is actually coming from European news sources like The Independent and The Guardian. Here in the United States, what are pundits doing today? They're not talking about this program. They're talking about how presidential Donald Trump looked in his speech. Oh, he was able to string together a couple sentences without flubbing them. Give him the Congressional Medal of Honor. No, any idiot can read off of a teleprompter. It's not that hard. That doesn't make someone presidential. We need to focus on what he said, not how he said it. Because if he goes forward with this and creates a database filled with immigrant crimes, the hate crime we saw last week with that nut job in Kansas that killed 2 people saying, "Get out of my country," because he thought they were Muslim, things like that are going to escalate. They're going to become more frequent, more common, and they're going to happen all over this country because of Donald Trump. But that's what he wants. You know, where's the database of white male criminals? I guarantee you that one's going to be longer than any other database we could compile about a specific race and crime. But no, we just want to focus on immigrants. We want people to think that the immigrants are their problem. Everything bad that has happened in your life is because of an immigrant. Somehow, somewhere, they did something and now your life sucks. That's the message coming out of the Republican Party, and it is completely untrue. They're trying to create an enemy so that we all have something else to focus on. The Republicans, Donald Trump especially, they're not going to do a damn thing for the middle class in the United States. He duped a lot of middle class voters into voting for him under the assumption that he was going to be the one to save them. And instead, he just wants to use the office of the presidency, 1, to make more money for himself, and 2, to demonize anyone who wasn't born in this country. This is sickening, it's pathetic, and it's frightening. Because as of right now, March 1st, 2017, we are headed towards an authoritarian Nazi Germany-like administration. And too few people are speaking out about this.